everyone. phoneAntics Live, episode 6. It's gonna be hilarious. Alright, so yeah, I have these numbers today. Like, remember last time we did those Flint, Michigan water crisis victims, and I thought those calls were pretty funny, and I think it's best to do more of these while the opportunity is still available, because they're trying to fix the problem, aren't they? Like, it's probably not going to be able to do these calls for too much longer. You would think, right? I mean, it does seem to be fixing itself really slowly. I guess it's been out in the open and exposed for like over a month now, the water crisis in Flint. If you're unfamiliar, I'll go ahead and play you a video or a news clip of what's been happening.
There's a water crisis in Flint, Michigan tonight, where the city switched water sources to save money, only to tap into a sea of trouble. The governor is asking President Obama to declare Flint a disaster area, but residents say the governor is the disaster. Adriana Diaz is there.
Flint residents stormed the state capitol this week, calling for the resignation of the governor after learning their drinking water was contaminated with lead.
Right now, what we're looking for is for accountability.
The problems began after the city switched its water supply to the Flint River in the spring of 2014. The corrosive water stripped lead from pipes, and children in the city were found with high levels of lead in their blood. The city has changed its water source, but environmentalists say the water coming out of faucets is still unsafe. This week, the National Guard started distributing bottled water to residents. Now, health officials are investigating a spike in Legionnaire's disease. There have been 87 cases of the pneumonia-like disease since the water switch.
All right, so that's basically about it. The water's so fucked up. In Michigan, somebody made corrupt businessman or governor or whatever. He tried to save money, poisoned the water with lead. Okay, yeah, they suck. I'm going to be calling the residents of Flint, Michigan, to accuse them of dumping lead into the water. So let's see how that goes.
Hello.
Hi, this is Doug, calling from the city of Michigan, city of Flint, Michigan. Are you familiar with the water crisis?
Yes, I am.
Alright, so would this be the residence?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I'm actually calling because one of the security officers who was investigating your residence, he's reported that somebody from your house has been, they've been dumping their lead into the Flint River, and that's what's been contributing to this problem.
Not me.
Well, I'm calling.
Not me.
Yeah, I'm calling from the courthouse. This is the Guinness County courthouse.
It me, though. What? It's not me. I ain't been dumping nothing in the Flint River.
Is this voice?
Yes, I ain't been dumping nothing in on Flint River. I don't even have a car to get around to the Flint River.
Huh. Okay. Well, it seems like you're trying to cover your tracks, I mean, we have this security evidence.
I ain't got to lie to you.
Okay, you're not gonna...
I ain't even got a car.
Well, sir, I mean, it's obviously you have incentive to lie. I mean...
I'm telling you, I don't even have a car. How am I going to be dumping something in the Flint River?
You could have obviously have done it through...
That sounds crazy to me.
I mean, I'm not saying you're the one who personally dumped the lead. I'm saying that you were perhaps involved. Like, I think you transferred your lead to somebody else who was dumping it. I think you just wanted it removed. Like, I don't know, you might run some sort of...
Lead. I don't
Listen,
have no damn lead. What you talking about dumping lead in the Flint River? That don't even sound right.
Sir, you're obviously involved in some kind of nefarious operation.
What the fuck is you talking about?
You're involved in
I ain't been doing nothing.
I know you have.
That bullshit.
Listen, I'd like you to stay calm while I articulate one thing.
You listen. Don't put shit on me and I ain't done shit.
I know what you're up to. Okay, how does this sound?
I don't know what the fuck I'm up to because I don't even fuck with the Flint River. I don't even have a car to go to no damn Flint River.
Oh, I could just hear by your voice. Right. You don't need a car for what we're accusing you of.
Fuck you.
Hey, you... hello? I gotta call... shit.
What?
Hi, I think we got off to the wrong foot. I wanted to say that I just want you to make
I'm disabled, man. How the fuck I'm gonna be dumping something in the Flint River? I don't even have a fucking car.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to articulate to you. Somebody was involved from your residence, and perhaps you were moving there's somebody, you're involved in some sort of operation, and this
I don't
operation
have
produces a lot of
what
lead waste,
what
and you paid
residence is
someone
you
to
talking
remove it
about?
for you.
What residence is you talking about? Tell me that.
That would be, you live on Drive?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's your house, you scumfuck.
I don't have no I don't be dumping nothing. I'm disabled, man. How am I gonna be dumping something in the Flint River when I don't even have a
Oh,
fucking
that's
car?
what
I'm
they all
disabled,
say.
man.
I've heard that one so many times. You know, I've been calling
You
up
know what?
people.
I don't give a fuck what you heard. You can do what the fuck you want because you're wrong.
Yeah, we're
Bye.
gonna get the police over there. You're gonna have an attitude with us. We're actually, this is, if you make this any more difficult, you'll be charged with obstruction of justice. Hung up. All right, I'm gonna wait a while before I finally call him back again, because I don't know. He probably will just dismiss us altogether if I call back so soon.
Hello.
Hi, this is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan, with the courthouse. Is this the residence?
Yes, it is.
Okay, right. You're familiar with the water problem here in Flint, correct?
Hold on 1 minute, please.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. Okay, now what are you talking about?
Hi. So, are you familiar with the water crisis here in Flint?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I'm sure you are familiar with it. Given that you're in the same residence as the person who we caught dumping lead into the river. That's right.
You doing what?
Is Irvin home?
I can't hear you.
Somebody from your address was dumping lead into the river.
Oh, is lead in over there on Fleming?
Yeah, on the Flint River, somebody from your house was dumping lead into the river. What do you have to say about this, you sickos?
You said what I have to say about it?
Yeah, you're in trouble. Like, I'm getting on the record for you. You have to make an appearance here in court.
When is that?
Well, that's yet to be determined. Are you gonna speak for me? You need to cooperate for the record.
Yes, I'm gonna speak to you.
Okay. Now, what do you know about the lead?
I haven't had it tested yet, but my son and his child, they broke out a couple of months ago. I don't know if it's from the water or what. So they need to have it tested, but they haven't
No,
had it
I don't
tested over
think you
there.
understand what we're accusing you of. We know that somebody from your residence has been dumping lead. You've been poisoning the water supply for our entire city. Someone from your house.
What you talking about?
You know
How
damn
they
well
got
what I'm
dumb
talking
lead in?
about.
You kiss my ass.
Oh, you're going to be disrespectful. I love this neighborhood. These people are getting pissed off. I'm going to call back. Alright, she's not going to pick up. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this super rare Sunday show that I'm doing. Yeah, because I'm not going to be doing shows on the weekend very often. Those are like a week thing. So, alright, next number.
Hello?
Hi, Royce. I'm just calling back from the courthouse. Just letting you know there's a warrant for your arrest. If the police don't show up at your door momentarily, there is a warrant
What you
for
mean
your
a
arrest.
warrant for my arrest?
Yeah, because we know what you're up to, okay? You tried to get off the
Man, I'm not
phone.
doing nothing. I'm disabled. What is wrong with you?
You're disabled. We get that all the time. That's what they all say.
I don't go nowhere.
I mean, you sound like you're just trying to,
Man,
irritate
who
the
is you?
whole.
Who is you? Who am I talking to?
My name is
Who
Doug
is you?
Anderson. You're trying to get this whole issue all confused and muddied up so that us investigators,
Who
we
is
can't
you?
do our
What's your name?
job.
Who is you?
My name
Who
is
is you?
Doug Anderson. And you know what? It doesn't surprise me that someone with your grammar would engage in this kind of activity.
Man, you got me messed up, man. I'm 55 years old. I wouldn't do no stuff like that.
I'm not saying you did it like as a punk, like some teenager. You had grown motives for this. You
Man,
are
I don't
involved.
do no stuff like that. I'm disabled. What's wrong with you, man?
Listen, I'm not saying you dumped the lead. Your disability has nothing to do with this, okay? You're running some nefarious operation,
I'm not
and
doing nothing, man. Why you keep messing with me? I'm not doing nothing.
I'm not messing with you. I'm calling from the courthouse, okay? The operation you're running obviously
What's
had
your name, man?
lead waste.
Say your name is.
This is Doug
What's your name?
Anderson.
Doug Anderson.
Correct.
Man, I ain't did nothing like that, man. Come on,
Okay.
don't put that on me, man. I'm 55 years old. I'm disabled. Why you gonna do me like this?
Your disability has nothing to do with the charges that we have against.
I don't go nowhere. Why you gonna just say I'm dumping lead in the Flint River? That don't even sound right.
Sir, I'm saying that you hired somebody to dump it for you.
I don't hire nobody to do nothing, man. You just
Because you're running some disgusting operation, and this operation causes a lot of.
I ain't done nothing.
We know that your operation that you're running, it generates lots of lead.
I'm gonna get a lawyer. That's what I'm gonna do for y'all. Since y'all say I'm doing something when I ain't doing it.
Oh, who's your lawyer? Why don't I get your lawyer on the phone? Who is he? We'll three-way.
What you mean? I'm talking to you.
We'll have a three-way call with your lawyer. Who is he? Who is this clown lawyer?
Bye. You do whatever you want to do. Give me a lawyer.
Listen, sir, if you hang up, it's actually an... Alright, so I guess he's gone. Okay, so I'm not trying to, like, to fuck with disabled people or anything, okay? It's not my fault that these people... I don't know, if you saw the last episode, then you know one of the victims, the water crisis victims I called, was disabled, and we had, like, a listener who complained that I would have the nerve to press her despite her disability. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to single out any disabled people. I have no idea why they're coming up, and I'm also not gonna take sympathy on some detail they happen to share about themselves that you would think would provoke sympathy. No, it has nothing to do with the prank call, okay? The person, I'm sure they've already came to terms with their disability. It's not gonna affect anything. Whether I prank call an able-bodied person versus a disabled person, it's the same level of irritability that I'm provoking within them. So it's not like it's so much worse whether or not they can walk or not, okay? It's a prank call. It has nothing to do with their disability. I'm just mentioning that so that anyone who can complains or has a thought to complain, just keep it to yourself, alright? Shut the fuck up. Everything's fine. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. Alright, let's try some more.
Hello?
Hi, this is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. I'm calling from the courthouse. Is this the residence? Right. Okay, so, apparently we have some reports because we have a security officer who was assigned to, sort of keep track of the residents in your house. They were stalking you, so to speak, and he's actually discovered that you've been dumping your lead into the Flint River. Are you familiar with the water problem?
Dumping what?
The lead. You were dumping your lead into the river, and that's contributing to the water crisis here for the whole city?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're gonna deny it. You're gonna play that route, huh?
What are you talking about?
Somebody from your residence was dumping lead into the Flint River, and you're making all our citizens sick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you familiar with the Flint water crisis?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, somebody in your house was dumping lead waste into the Flint River. So, is this Gary? Is there Karen?
Gary?
Is there a Gary here or a Keith?
No.
You're trying to cover
by that name.
There must be a Karen here.
Yeah, I'm Karen. I've never even been down by the Flint River.
Okay, yeah, I'm not taking that too seriously. The person said it was a woman, and I'm just looking at who the other residents who live in your house are on the report. It says Gary and Keith.
I'm disabled.
Dis- You're not disabled. What is it with you Flint residents claiming disability? I'm not going to buy that. That's what you all say.
I just got approved in November for disability.
You know what?
You got to have the wrong person, honey, because my left foot's about crippled.
I mean, if we do have the wrong person, I apologize, but, you know...
You do. Seriously. I have a 16-year-old son that has Asperger's syndrome, and him and I are the only ones that have ever lived in this house for almost 11 years now, or 11 years.
Okay. All right, then.
And there's no... He was my stepdad. He lived here years ago, but his last name isn't...
Oh,
and I
okay.
don't know any Gary.
Well, you know, given that you're talking about other men in your house or the residence, I'm gonna have to investigate them as well.
There isn't any other men in my house. There never has been.
Oh, you said your
me and my
16-year-old son?
Yeah.
I mean, dumping lead
autistic.
is... You know, I don't really know many people who get a pleasure out of dumping lead, and you said your 16-year-old has Asperger's?
You have the wrong... My son don't even leave the house.
I mean, it sort of sounds indicative of his Asperger's that he would dump the lead into the river.
We aren't dumping lead into the river. I don't know where you got your information from.
Okay, then. Well, just understand the investigation. The investigation's going to keep going. And I don't know. You just sound kind of guilty, to be honest.
I've never even been down to the Flint River.
Okay, then. That's what you say. Have a good day, though. If anything is found towards your guiltiness, you can expect another call from us.
Are you serious?
Well, I'm not saying it's a guarantee.
I just had my son tested, and I just got my lead test back in the mail today.
Oh, your blood test.
I'm not poisoned.
That's because you're the one who...
Test.
You know, you wouldn't even have to have gotten the blood test if you hadn't dumped the lead into the river. But you're claiming not to have done it.
Lead into the...
That's fine. I'll talk to you some other time, lady.
I have not.
Okay.
Oh,
I hear you loud and clear. Wait, I think you should just hang up the phone. I agree with you. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm just saying the investigation has to continue.
I'm not gonna... Why? I don't even understand why you're accusing me.
Well, I mean, now that you told me about your son, I mean, you mentioned the fact that he has Asperger's, and that doesn't really, that's not really at all contrary to this lead story. I would imagine somebody dumping that would have some imperative, like autism.
He does not leave the house.
Well, I would say that as well if I were trying to cover his tracks.
He goes to his appointments with me. He goes to the grocery store with me. He gets on the bus every day. He gets off on the bus every day, right in front of my house.
Okay, I understand.
He doesn't even play outside. He doesn't even play outside in the summertime. You have got to have the wrong person.
Well, okay, I'll put that as a note. The lady thinks she really claims to be mistaken.
There's never been any other man that has lived in since I've been here.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and leave a note.
In this house.
Well, have a nice day, ma'am. Bye. I have no idea what's going on with all these disabled people. Like, I'm not trying to single anyone out. Like, I swear, these numbers are just off white pages. Like, I don't know why everyone I call is disabled. It's like the third person out of these Flint water crisis victims. Alright, I'm gonna keep calling these. Hi, this is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. Is this the residence?
Yes, it is.
Yes, I'm calling because, I just want to ask, are you familiar with the water crisis here in Flint?
Yes, I am.
All right. We have a report here at the courthouse. One of our security officers had been investigating your residence, and apparently he's discovered that somebody somebody named, are you familiar with a James?
Just a moment.
Yes. Okay.
You're with who? Who are you with?
I'm with the courthouse, the Guinness County Courthouse here in Flint.
Hello.
Hi, this is Doug Anderson. I'm with the courthouse here in Flint. You're familiar with the water crisis, right?
Okay, what can I do for you, Dan?
I was just wondering if you were familiar with the water crisis on account of the allegations we have.
Why are you asking?
We have some allegations that somebody from your residence named James, he's been dumping lead into the river from his car. Oh, so they're not even going to take it seriously.
No, say that again, please.
We have a report. A security officer had been investigating your residence, and just because of suspicions, and apparently those suspicions were validated, James has been dumping lead into the Flint River for months.
Are you a Spanish guy?
No, sir.
And who are you?
My name is Doug Anderson for the second time. I'm at the Guinness County Courthouse here in Flint. This is on account of the city of Flint, Michigan. I'm making this call.
Oh, I don't believe what you're saying, but go right ahead with your story. Let me hear the rest of it.
Well, that's basically the entire story. I don't know what reason you're dumping your lead into the river. It sounds like you're trying to get out of accountability for it. You're just trying to pretend like this is a joke.
Are you really? You know what? You really think people are stupid?
I mean, sir, I'm actually going to have to ask, I'm going to inform you of one thing. I'm going to need you to stay on the phone until I give you permission to hang up, because if you do end the call without authorization, that would be an impediment to this investigation, and that would be obstruction of justice.
What's your phone number? What's your phone number?
You could look at the caller ID, and you would see the Guinness County Courthouse phone number.
The Guinness County?
Correct.
Okay, I know. Yeah, here we are in Guinness County. Okay.
Okay, so do you see the caller ID? It's on your... Yeah.
So what do you want, some money?
We're not going to... This isn't a money thing. You're scheduled to make an appearance here in court.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, do you want the address? I mean, you could just get it yourself off Google.
Oh, you think I don't know where the courthouse is? Do you live here in Flint?
Yes, I do.
Stop lying. You don't even know. What's your first name again?
I mean, if anything, you're taking my credibility with skepticism. I'm skeptical with you. I mean, you can't even remember my name. I told you my name already. It's Doug. You drug addict. Get your memory in order.
Doug. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that short-term memory of yours isn't working too good.
Oh, so where has this lead been dumped at?
In the Flint River, out of your car, motherfucker.
Say that again?
You were dumping lead into the river out of your car. And guess what? I actually have an aunt who's in the hospital because of lead poisoning. And, now that I'm speaking with the person responsible for this wicked transgression, this devious act, I take pleasure in getting to personally chastise you. You're an asshole.
You know what? I got a feeling of where you're coming from, but I'm going to let your number go to the police department.
Oh, really? The Flint courthouse? We actually got this report from the police department.
You a damn... Oh, you really are? Who's the police chief?
I don't know who the police chief is. We got this report from the department. And I'll have the police over there so fast, motherfucker. I'll have them over there faster than you can grab your little pencil dick and ring out an orgasm. Fucking sicko.
Okay, well, go ahead and do that.
All right then, motherfucker. I've got your address, too. You live at Drive?
You're a Mexican, aren't you?
No, sir, and I don't appreciate the racism. This isn't even a Hispanic guy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what part of the world did you crawl your ass out of?
I mean, if I told you, you would probably just use that as some means of disparaging my nationality. Why would I allow you the privilege? You sound like,
Okay, so what's
I mean, you sound pretty
what's your
ethnic yourself. I mean, haven't you learned, treat your fellow man the way you'd be
name?
treated? How would you like it if I were to berate you because of, arbitrary circumstances?
Okay, hold on.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if someone who's a racist asshole would also dump their lead into the river for their own personal gain. Like, you don't care if you make the city sick. You're just an asshole. You're gonna poison our city.
How did you get my address?
I have all your number. We have a security officer who's stalking your residence because there's an investigation about you. We have all your information.
Call 911. Now you just go right ahead. Just go right ahead.
Hey, yeah, is your wife gonna call 911? Why don't we do a three-way? Three-way call.
Oh, you don't have anything to do with this person. So who put you up to this call?
We have a report from the police department. My acquisitions for the day are to take care of all these processes in front of me. That would be on my computer screen, including your allegation. This would be James dumping lead into the river. We just got this 22 minutes ago from the police department here in Flint.
So you took all this time out of your day, to harass somebody.
Well, this is not a harassment call, and I did mention that I do have personal gains in this. You see, you did poison my poor aunt who's in the hospital, as well as the rest of the city, so I take pleasure in getting to disparage you, asshole.
Well, did you call me a dirty name?
Hey, who's that skank in the background? Put that bitch on. I want to hear that bitch.
You know what? You can kiss my son of a gun.
But hold, Sharon. Hold.
Yeah, she sounds real agitated.
Yeah. You're messing up the tape.
Is that time of the month again? Hey, let me talk to her.
How long are you going to stay on my phone?
I'm just having a conversation with you, buddy. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I mean, you could provide some mitigating evidence to get yourself off the hook, or I could provoke you for it. I'm trying to get some info.
Don't you have anything else? Well, why don't you go find something else to do?
You know what? Why don't you let me speak to Sharon? Put Sharon on the phone.
Oh, you know my wife's name.
I have all your information.
Okay, what's the rest of it? You got it online?
No, I got this from the police. We have an investigation about your residence. We got everything about you. I mean, obviously, if I have this information, I have credibility. You should be taking this seriously, but you're just giving me the fucking runaround.
Yeah.
Now, so what is it that you're giving me, buddy?
I'm just giving you an opportunity to get yourself off the hook and make this process easier. I'd appreciate if I could just speak to your wife because, you don't appear to be being straightforward about it. Maybe we could get some information out of her. Maybe she's more honest.
Listen, why don't you just kiss my ass? Now, you call here again, I've got your number, I've got you on tape, so, they're going to find your ass.
Does it surprise you that somebody from the courthouse would take this tone with you? Well, you're in for it, buddy, because you poisoned the whole fucking city.
What state are you in?
This is the Flint, Michigan courthouse. You know damn well what state I'm in.
What state are you in?
This is the Flint, Michigan courthouse, which I also reside in. So, sir, are you going to take this seriously?
What's the district courthouse you're in?
All right. He's not going to take it seriously. Yeah, I have another manager I could speak with. He's actually got some, he has incentive to process charges against you as well. Because he also has a suspicion that your involvement in the lead dumping of the waste into the river, that it was also part of some, devious plot with a operation involving some, corrupt businessman. You were dumping the lead waste of somebody else. So you were getting paid for this activity, too.
Oh, wow. I got you on tape. You're on tape here. So all these things that you're saying, we want to make sure we have it clear in Genesee County.
Okay.
Wherever
I mean,
whatever
you're
that
trying to
is.
fool me and you're trying to intimidate me and say that I'm on tape. I know damn well that I'm not on tape. And the only tape you need to worry about is the one that you and Jade, Amber, Grant, and Dempson were involved in that Bukaki video that got leaked online. That's just you get that tape in order before you worry about this tape in my ass.
You
I'm not
know,
trying to.
yeah, well, most of the police officers know I have police officers on the force, and they're going to find you. They're going to
Oh,
find you, and yes, we're going to find you
oh,
because
really?
you've gone out of your.
I'm shaking in my
Oh yeah,
boots. You know
we're
what,
going to
sir? Why
find
don't I
your
give
ass.
you a call in another month or so, and we'll let you know how that attempt
You'll be
went.
in jail. You'll be in jail by then.
Oh, really? I'll
Take my
give you a
word for it.
call in another month and let you know how fine I am.
Okay, fine. Okay. You do whatever it is you want to do with your ignorant, stupid butt. But you have messed with the right guy, and I'm gonna give you the cure that you need with the long jail time. For you to pick on this house, is a terrible mistake. But that's
I
okay.
mean, you
Do
could
you have
just hang
anything
up the
else?
phone at any time. You act like
Do you
a
want to
prank call is
take your
such a
time?
terrible
Do you want
fucking offense
to
against
take your
your
time?
well-being and your fucking human rights.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Go ahead, say that again.
I mean, yeah, you figured it out. You think you're some, like, supreme fucking pinnacle of intellect. You're this detective. You great detective work. You figured out it was a prank call. Now, you could just end the call at any time. And this...
No, I want enough. I want enough of what you're saying to put you in jail for a long time. So you just
Okay.
keep on talking.
Alright, why don't we have a nice conversation together? Like, we could, swap stories and, personal anecdotes. Just, have a great old time with each other. You sound like a nice guy. Hello? Okay, so
Where did you learn?
you're not gonna talk?
Where did you, where did you learn English? What school are you from?
I mean, obviously, I just told you this is a prank call. Don't you think that would categorize as almost incriminating evidence? I don't want to give that to you.
You can say incriminating. So you've been reading books? How you learn a big word like that?
It's just, I'm not from shit, dirt poor, like, garbage Flint, Michigan. That's why I don't even have to make an effort. I could just out articulate you half asleep, okay? So it's not some big deal or some big word that I had to go out of my way to learn. I mean, I know you're amazed by it because of you. You just live in the shit creek of Flint, Michigan.
You mentioned my kids, boy. You going to jail?
Oh, really? Jade, Amber, Grant, Dempson, are those your kids?
Whoever it is whatever it is that you think you're doing as a prank, I'm going to make sure that it backfires. This is going to backfire. So go ahead. You go ahead and hang up and find something else to do today.
Okay, well, I only called you one time, and since it takes 3 calls for it to be harassment, I'm going to call you back on a future episode of phoneAntics Live, and this way we'll be able to keep in touch, and I'll be able to tell you how not in jail I am.
Oh, yeah. No question about it.
Have a good day.
You're going to jail, boy.
Why don't I call you back in a month, and we'll see about that.
Oh, no. You'll be in jail, son.
Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, that was just longer than it should have been. I was just having fun messing with him. He was like trying to intimidate me.
Hello?
Hi, this is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. Is this the residence?
Yeah.
Right. I'm calling because, sir, are you familiar with the water crisis we're having here in Flint?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because we have a report here that a security officer who's been investigating your home, he says that a Kenneth has been dumping lead into the river, his lead waste, into the Flint River.
Oh, is that right?
Right. So we're just trying to get like a verbal comment on the record so that just as a courtesy, and we could see this as for so these charges would be processed easier on yourself if you cooperate.
Okay, well, let's do this then. I'm at home. Won't you come over to my house, and I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you and anybody else.
Right. I do have your address.
Come on over, Doug.
Are you being threatening?
Yeah, come on over.
I don't like your tone.
Open, and I'm waiting for you.
I do not much care for your tone.
Come on over. And matter of fact, how did you get my number? I'm on a do not call registry list, Doug.
Oh, is that the case? I also have your address too.
So
that would be.
I think you're a scammer and you're full of it.
Oh, I'm calling from the Guinness Courthouse. You could actually call this number back, and you'll speak with a representative from the Guinness County Circuit Courthouse, and your address would be Lane in Flint.
Come on over, Doug.
Right. It sounds like you're not being cooperative.
And hey, come on over when you get here. Me and the Flint Township Police, we'll be waiting on you.
Sir, I actually need to ask you a few questions. If you hang up the phone,
come on over right now.
I'm going to ask you a few questions before I come over. Sir, if you hang up... All right, I got to try this guy back. I'm going to wait a while, though.
Hello?
Yes, this is Doug Anderson. I'm calling from the Guinness County Courthouse. I think we got disconnected a few minutes ago. Sir, I just wanted to let you know that we need to get a few answers from you pertaining to this allegation. Do you know? Could you tell me who you're working with, who provided you with this lead?
Doug. Hey, Doug.
Yeah?
Flint Township Police on their way over. So where's your office and where are you at?
This is the Guinness County Courthouse.
Genesee County Courthouse?
That's right.
Okay, and what room you in? Because me and Flint Township, we'll be right over there.
Oh, really?
Doug Anderson, what room you in?
You're coming over with the police, huh?
Yeah, I'm coming with Flint Township Police. We're on our way. What room are you in?
We're in room B4.
Genesee County Courthouse.
Yeah, in
B4?
room B4.
B4, okay. B4.
Yeah, and I actually need you to stay on the phone because if you hang up, that'll be obstruction of justice because that's an impediment to the investigation.
Okay, that's fine. We on our way over to see you, Doug.
No, but you have to stay on the phone until I give you permission to go hang up, or else we could charge you with obstruction of justice too. He's gone. Alright, I'll call him back in a few minutes.
Hello?
Hi, this is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. Is this the residence? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, is this the McDermott residence?
No, it isn't. Can I ask who's calling?
Right, my name is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. I believe I'm calling somebody who's in contact with the police department. There's an investigation because somebody at your residence had been dumping lead into the Flint River. You're familiar with the water crisis here, right?
Yeah. Now what now? What'd you say?
Well, somebody from your residence has been dumping lead into the Flint River.
Somebody from my residence has been dumping lead in the Flint River. What are you talking about, dude?
Well, I hope you're not trying to play dumb, like to get off the hook.
I'm not playing dumb because I want to know what you're talking about because I got well water.
Okay, because, we got a report from the police department to give you guys a call just to get your side of the story before we send a subpoena out to you because you're scheduled to make an appearance in court because, that activity, it's not appreciated.
Is this a joke or what?
Well, no. I mean, are you going to take this seriously? Well, what's your name?
I ain't telling you my name. You need to quit calling my residency.
This is the first time I've called you.
No, you've called before. I've seen Genesee County, yeah. All right? And I don't live in the city of Flint, okay?
Okay, then. Whatever you say.
I don't. I live in Mount Morris Township.
Okay, then. Well, I'll write that down, and if you're lying, you'll get another call.
No, I'm not lying. I live in Mount Morris Township.
All right, well, you don't have to be a fucking smartass.
Who are you? Why would you call my house anyways?
Well, it's because I'm calling from the courthouse, and I think you're the person who's been dumping lead into the river. And, sir, I actually have, my great
Dumping
aunt.
lead into the river. Are you all right? How would I dump lead in the river?
Yeah, I'm fine, but my great aunt is actually in the hospital due to lead poisoning, and I think you're the person who did it. And honestly, if you are, then I take pleasure in getting to personally chastise you, You're an asshole, poisoning the whole city.
No, I'm sorry, sir. I don't have city water, and I've never dumped nothing in the water.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever you say. All right, you're gonna get another call if you're lying to me.
I'm telling you the truth. Okay, I'm not lying to you.
Oh, who's that skank in the background? I can hear that bitch.
You know what, motherfucker? You're about to piss me off.
Oh, is that you pissed off?
This motherfucker? You call my house again, and
I will call you because I have a job to do. Hey, put that skank on the phone.
Yeah, good. Let me talk to your boss then if you got a job to do.
Yeah, my boss is gonna tell you to eat a dick.
Yeah. Don't call
Hey, put that shrill hussy on the phone. Hung up. I'm gonna call back in a few minutes.
Hello?
Hi, my name is Doug. I'm calling from the city of Flint, Michigan. Have I reached the residence?
You have?
Okay, great. I've actually got an order here from the police department. They had an officer investigating your residence, and apparently it's been discovered that somebody from your residence, has been dumping lead into the Flint River. You're familiar with the water crisis, right?
I'm afraid I'm not.
The water crisis here in Flint, Michigan, it's a huge problem for the whole city. Basically, lots of lead poisoning in the water.
I see.
Yeah, it's a huge news story. The fact that you're unfamiliar with it kind of raises suspicion. Every last, member of our city is familiar with the problem. Are you trying to play dumb to get off the hook?
No, I think I just am dumb.
Oh, really? So you just don't know? You just want to pretend like you have nothing to do with this? I think it is pretty dumb, trying to lie to me, and you're only going to make things worse for yourself. Yeah, I have to agree with you. That is pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you live at 5?
Yes.
Right, so apparently, you could just make this easier on yourself. It doesn't sound like you're making too much of an effort to, ask your family members if they have anything to do with this. You're not trying to get to the bottom of this.
I'm kind of confused as to what's going on.
Well, there's nothing to be confused about. You basically poisoned the entire city. The Flint water crisis. If you go on Google, I highly doubt you're oblivious to this problem. You know exactly what's going on. The lead that you've been dumping into the river for months has contaminated our water, and the city is sick.
Where am I getting lead from?
That's just the thing. We have to find that out. We'd think that the investigation, there's some notes here. The suspicion is that you're collaborating with some corrupt businessman, and I don't know, some kind of nefarious operation you have going, and it's producing a lot of lead waste, and I don't know, I guess you're the one being paid to dispose of it.
Have to pay somebody pretty good for that, I imagine.
Yeah. So how much money do you got? Yeah, how much money did you get for that job?
For what job?
The lead waste disposal. Now I know you're trying to play dumb. I just talked to you about this.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like you're trying to really just exaggerate the whole nonchalant persona, Like, I could tell that you're fabricating this degree of how calm you are. I could tell you're shaking in your fucking boots. We got you on the hook.
I fabricate calmness every day. I'm a very nervous person by nature.
Oh, of course. We got that. You're not fooling us. This is the police department collaborating with the courthouse. We know what's going on. So I just told you your address. Let's see. Is it perhaps Nathan? Nisha? We have some names here for people living in your residence, and you really do sound like you're trying to cover it up. I mean, you're not really being too responsive.
Really good.
What do you have to say about these allegations?
Not much in particular.
I mean, would you be interested in a way that you could perhaps get yourself off the hook? I mean, this is incriminating.
Actually. It's very serious allegations that you're making.
Right. And these are basically incriminating. Like, we have absolute evidence.
I see. And what could I do to get myself off the hook?
Well, I mean, this isn't something it is part of the courthouse, decorum that we basically refrain from offering any kind of personal deals with people to get off the hook. Because usually there's something, it involves a financial transfer. You'd be giving money to one of our manager's bank departments, and then he would go meet with one of his, he has a guy, he knows a guy who knows a guy, and he could write some slips, pass some waivers, and your allegations will just be completely thrown away. But we're not going to do that just because we've already abused that privilege so often. I'm just making you a personal offer. Like, maybe I could come over and meet you at your address, and you could accommodate me sexually, and then I could throw away your case.
I'd really rather not.
Oh, really? Because you're going to be in trouble otherwise.
I'm sorry?
You're going to be in lots of trouble otherwise, unless, you accommodate me.
Either way.
So you think it's, just so terrible, just getting intimate with another man that's worth going to prison?
Well, I think it's bad getting intimate with anyone to avoid going to prison.
Well, I mean, it's better than spending the rest of your life behind bars. I mean, either way, you're going to get it up the ass. I mean, either I can give it to you consensually, or, some big guy named Bubba can do it in a jail cell. It's your choice.
Yeah, but if you're offering it to me to get me out of jail, that's not exactly consensual. Wouldn't that be some sort of, coercion? You work for the courthouse. Don't you deal with that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, but I'm just like this. I mean, not all paralegals are familiar with law process. I mean, I just, slide through the ropes here. I'm superficial in my job. I could sort of pass and, say and fabricate my way like, oh, yeah, I know that. But really, I'm not that well-versed in law. But I'll tell you right now that it'd be in your better interest to comply with my request.
Okay. Now,
I
actually got to go, but I got to tell you, you're really good at this.
What's that? You hung up. Fuck you. Alright, it's time to call that guy back.
Hello? No one is available.
Damn it.
Hello?
Hi, I was just letting you know that there's now a police warrant out, a warrant for your arrest. Because you hung up the call, that's obstruction of justice. We're trying to get down to this. You're an impediment to the investigation.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I was just letting you know, sir, there's a warrant out for your arrest.
A warrant out for whose arrest?
For your arrest, motherfucker.
You don't even know my name. Would you quit calling me?
For the person at your address. I'm just letting you know, the police department is just signed off on this.
Right? I haven't done nothing wrong, so would you quit calling me, please?
Alright, if you're lying, you'll hear about it.
I'm not lying.
Now, why don't you put your wife on the phone?
I have no wife. I'm not married.
Well, who was that? I just want to talk to her. She wasn't being too friendly with me.
She's not here now.
Oh, is that the case? I'm going to have to get her phone number. Otherwise, you'll be committing obstruction of justice because we need to interview her.
You have to get whose phone number?
The woman who actually revealed incriminating evidence, because we recorded that phone conversation, and when we played it back, that woman revealed incriminating evidence, and you need to disclose her phone number right now.
That woman's gone, and she has no phone, so...
I doubt it. What's her name?
She's actually a teenager, so...
Okay, telling you to call the police? I'm gonna need her name, though, because she revealed incriminating evidence.
You need her name? Tina
Yes.
Love.
Okay, I guess you're not gonna be cooperative here.
I'm being cooperative. So, alright.
Alright, so what's her phone number?
Now? I don't know her phone number, so.
All right, then. You're just trying to
All right.
play dumb, get her off the hook. You're not making yourself look innocent.
I haven't done nothing wrong. Okay.
All right, then. I mean, other than the fact that you totally blew up at me and you were swearing at me.
Yeah, I apologize, sir.
You better apologize.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh, do you think you could just hang up the call just because I'm not forwarding this? I'm not being, it's still obstruction of justice if you hang up without my permission.
All right. All right. I'll wait till you're done here.
All right, now you can hang up, motherfucker, because you're basically my bitch until I tell you so.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, bye. Damn it, I thought he was gonna get mad again. I guess not. Alright, so that's the last call for these numbers. Yeah, the rest aren't gonna answer. Yeah, I've already called some of these, and I was just going back over a list of customers or residents who didn't answer for the last few of those calls who didn't answer in a previous session, so that's the end of the numbers, and it's getting kind of hard to get these numbers. And these are on white pages. This is a separate thing from the customer information I normally collect. Like, even these white pages phone numbers, I guess, I don't know, they try to be protective of like these people's identity on white pages. Like, half of them say they're blocked for privacy reasons, and then like white pages only lets you search a certain amount per month, so I have to use a different web browser to continue searching for numbers. It's really bullshit, strenuous goddamn process. It's not fun. So if anyone wants to send me numbers, that'd be really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna play some unreleased calls to finish the show. So, because that's all I have time for. I don't want to go out and search for new numbers. It's so hard to do. So yeah, send numbers, audience. Here's some unreleased calls.
Hey, hello.
Yes, hello. Have I reached the Harris residence?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah, who you like to speak to?
Oh, well, the thing is, I'm actually calling. I'm not trying to sell anything, but I'm calling on behalf of Nutrisystem. A neighbor of yours has reported that somebody from your residence has been intercepting his orders, his Nutrisystem meals, and he was harassing the driver.
What? Have been intercepting his what?
Intercepting his Nutrisystem orders, the meals.
What is that?
Well, Nutrisystem is a weight loss diet plan, and
Look here, man. I'm 66 years old. I'm basically the only one that lives in this house. I'm definitely not on no diet.
Okay, well, the thing is, somebody from your residence has been intercepting.
How does he know somebody from my residence been intercepted when I'm the only one that lives here?
Well, I actually had witnesses. We were able to obtain your phone number.
Well, you witness them and you come on get the police, and they may be receiving mail, but I'm sure that they don't live here.
We already have gone through the police department, and by means of our witnesses, were able to get your phone number. So that's how
you get this phone number. Phone numbers in every book in town, from every creep in town. Okay, so don't call here saying that I took anything from anybody.
Hey,
I don't need no weight control stuff.
Hey, buddy, listen. I know that you're fucking around with us here. You're giving me the runaround.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't appreciate it.
Get off my phone and stop fucking around with me.
Hey, if you don't return what you've stolen, hello. Stop. Hello, Nutrisystem. How can I help you?
Yeah, someone just called my home here about a Nutrisystem.
Oh yes, you must be the individual who was harassing our driver and stealing.
Your driver? I don't even know who your driver is. I don't harass anyone.
Well, you were stealing a neighbor's Nutrisystem meals, and I don't appreciate.
And you're a lie.
I don't appreciate you not giving me some straightforward responses.
Well, I tell you what you do. I'm retired from the City of Jackson Police Department. Okay. I don't need to steal anything. I don't intercept. I'm 66 years old. I don't deal with weight loss products, okay?
Oh, well, you sound kind of big-boned. You do sound a bit on the heavy side, so it wouldn't surprise me if you were...
I don't care what I sound. You sound a little on the light side. Now, what side are you on?
That's correct, sir, but the thing is, what we're dealing with...
I'm finished this conversation.
No.
You do what you have to do, and I do what I have to do. Now, you make your complaint, and I'll make... Matter of fact, I'm taking this number down in the morning.
Okay, sir.
And they'll find out who you are.
So I think what I could tell you, my name is Jeffrey McClellan. I'm calling on behalf.
I don't want to know your name.
Okay.
I don't know your name.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm gonna go to the Better Business Bureau and find out all the information I need.
Now, well, the thing is, sir, I think you'll be happy to hear that I can go ahead and, remove these transgressions that show up on the reports. If my manager, if I can go ahead, apparently you're claiming that this is fraudulent and you have nothing to do with this.
It's exactly fraudulent.
Okay, so I can go ahead and put you on hold while I speak to the manager, and I can go ahead and verify that. And if he
then you go verify anything you want to verify.
Okay.
And I'm tired of talking to you.
Well, sir, I'll be back in about 10 seconds. I'm just gonna refer something to the manager real quick. And if you're telling the truth,
10 seconds is real quick.
If you're telling,
if I hang up this time, I'm not answering it no more from your call.
Okay, sir. Well, I think you would at least appreciate me calling as a courtesy to try and clear your name. I'm trying to help you, actually.
And I'm sure ain't nobody in my neighborhood that know me say I take anything from anybody. I'm the giver.
Well, you do. I'm not going to get into, the impression I'm getting over the phone as to your criminal and background, but I am going to be talking to my manager and verifying what you told me. Apparently, you have nothing to do with this. If you could just hold on for about 10 seconds, just give me a minute while I speak to the manager.
You got 10 seconds and counting.
I'll put you on hold. Yeah, this Harris guy, he says he's got nothing to do with it. Do you think I should... Oh yeah, you said he's lying? Yeah, I think he's lying too. Yeah, he sounds like a fat motherfucker we got on the phone. He's probably, dying to get his hands on some Nutrisystem. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, I'll let him know. Okay. Yeah, hello, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my manager doesn't, he's looked into you, and, we actually do have some verified evidence, so we're not going to be dismissing your case. So I'm sorry.
I want you to. And that fat motherfucker I am, I got that on tape too, okay?
Oh, you heard that, sir?
I said that fat motherfucker you said that I was, I got that on tape, and we're going to be talking too, okay?
I was talking to the manager. If I didn't properly...
I don't care who you're talking to.
Okay, well...
Have a good night, and don't call here anymore.
Hey, listen, sir, I was just trying to help you as a courtesy, and if you hang up the phone, you can actually be charged with obstruction of justice because you're not cooperating. Hello? Fuck it, he's gone.
Hello?
Yes, have I reached the residence? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, have I reached the...
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you see, I'm calling on behalf of a neighbor. I'm calling with Nutrisystem. This neighbor had reported that somebody from your address had been stealing his Nutrisystem orders, the meals, and harassing the driver who delivers them.
Hello. You clearly have the wrong number because we have the same thing we paying. So you might want to call that neighbor and tell that neighbor he's a lie.
Oh, so you've got Nutrisystem. Could I get your name?
What you mean? What you need our name for? And what is Nutrisystem, first of all? Is that the stuff to treat the grass?
Oh, no, sir. Nutrisystem, it's a diet plan. We deliver meals to customers' houses. And
Sir, no disrespect, but we not gonna eat nothing that somebody delivered. So if the neighbor told you that, I don't think.
Well, we've had several witnesses.
Sir, you don't have no several witnesses.
Well, 3 actually, to be exact, just 3, which is.
You have 3 witnesses.
Yes,
that say they seen somebody from this address go on somebody's porch and steal some food.
Correct.
So we have money and we have 2 deep freezers full of food. Do not call here with that shit no more, okay?
Listen, if you could just give me the name, I could run that by my supervisor, and I could verify that, and we could remove this trend.
When you said neutral, I'm thinking you talking about the grass.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think that's why I said we have a plan where they come and do our grass. We don't need no neutral stuff here.
Yeah, well, see, this is a diet plan, and I wouldn't be too surprised, just to hear that you'd be stealing the neighbor's Nutrisystem. This is a diet plan, and you do sound on the heavy side.
Oh, okay. Well, clearly, this is stupid as somebody playing on the phone.
Oh no,
bitch, now you're blocked.
Well, listen.
So don't call this fucking number no more, you crack ass.
Listen,
bitch.
sir, our legal department's going to be in contact with you. Oh, fuck.
your faggot ass up. You call here again,
well,
I'm going to send your fucking number to the police.
sir,
Call back to my fucking house.
listen,
about
our
fucking
legal
dying.
department will be in touch with you, and I can actually help you, sir.
Okay, well, you do that.
Listen, I
Do
can
not
help
call
you.
my fucking
I'm
house
trying to help
no
you
more.
as
I
a
will block
courtesy.
your ass.
Listen, I need
Do
to.
not call her no fucking more about some diet shit. We don't know shit about, okay?
We're gonna-
Ain't nobody here on a diet.
You're gonna
okay,
keep-
we all healthy. We all have food. We have money. Everybody work here, bitch.
Sir.
Don't nobody need to steal no food. Do not call this number.
Okay, if you hang up, we're gonna continue. All right, so that's the end of the show. Those were some old calls that I never released. That's it for today. Submit numbers if you're cool. Thanks, audience. Bye.